Hello, ladies and gentlemen. The Texas Department of Transportation Laredo District would like to welcome you to the pre-recorded April 6, 2021 virtual public meeting for the proposed Operation Improvements Project for FM 1472 from I-69 West Interchange to Pan American Boulevard in Webb County, Texas. The public involvement goals for the proposed project include providing public involvement opportunities for stakeholders, roadway users, and the general community to engage with the project team and share feedback, and to update those interested on the project process and timeline. Given the unique circumstance of the COVID-19 outbreak, along with our commitment to protecting public health during this national emergency, TxDOT is conducting this virtual public meeting to avoid in-person contact. At this time, the virtual public meeting will be in lieu of an in-person public meeting. The presentation will cover the same information the Laredo District would have shared at an in-person public meeting. However, the common process for this virtual public meeting will be different from what we normally conduct at an in-person meeting and will be explained shortly. All project information can be found on the TxDOT website. The project webpage for this virtual public meeting is www.txdot.gov. Search FM 1472 Webb County. To access the project website, please go to www.txdot.gov and use the key search words FM 1472 Webb County. Available for download are all materials presented in the pre-recorded virtual public meeting. You may also view and download traffic simulation videos that include existing and proposed peak conditions. The proposed Operational Improvements Project for FM 1472 extends approximately 2.3 miles along FM 1472 from I-69 West Interchange to Pan American Boulevard in Webb County, Texas. The project lies within the city of Laredo and Webb County, Texas. The purpose of this project is to enhance safety, mobility, and relieve congestion in the project area. Important considerations for the proposed project include enhancing safety and mobility, minimizing right-of-way impacts, reducing delays, relieving congestion, improving traffic flow, and providing alternative local access. The FM 1472 Operational Improvement Project improvements include innovative intersection improvements and traffic signal timing improvements. Traffic on this corridor is currently experiencing long delays and congestion due to high traffic volumes. This corridor is located adjacent to the World Trade Bridge in Laredo, Texas, which is the busiest inland port in the United States, and the adjacent land uses generate a large percentage of heavy truck traffic. The goal of the project is to improve safety and increase the traffic carry capacity, or the total number of vehicles able to travel on FM 1472. Shown here is the proposed four-phase single-point urban interchange to be constructed at the interchange of FM 1472 and I-69 West. The four phases of the interchange will be shown individually on the following slides. The proposed configuration would allow for concurrent left-turn movements from FM 1472 and concurrent left-turn movements from the frontage road approaches. The concurrent movement would allow for a reduction in the cycle length of the signal and would reduce congestion in queues at the interchange. All intersections shown throughout the presentation have conflict points. A conflict point is a location where traffic paths routinely cross, merge, or diverge. Reducing the number of conflict points at the intersection would improve safety. Conflict points at this intersection would be reduced from an existing 48 to a proposed 24 points. Phase 1 would allow for northbound and southbound left-turn movements from FM 1472 as shown by the purple arrows. Phase 2 would allow northbound and southbound through traffic and right-turn movements as shown by the yellow arrows. Phase 3 would allow eastbound and westbound left-turn movements from the I-69 West frontage roads as shown by the orange arrows. Phase 4 would allow for eastbound and westbound through and right-turn movements from the I-69 West frontage roads as shown by the blue arrows. All traffic movements, shown in grayscale, for the proposed interchange design allows for an anticipated reduction in overall intersection delays anywhere from 32% to 46% during the peak traffic periods. Conflict points at this intersection would be reduced from an existing 48 to a proposed 24 points. Shown here is the proposed continuous green T intersection at Milo Road and FM 1472. The proposed improvements would allow through traffic on southbound FM 1472 to travel through the intersection without stopping at a traffic signal, as shown by the white arrows. Left-turning traffic on FM 1472 southbound would use the left turn lane shown by the blue arrows. Westbound traffic on Milo Road would use a channelized left turn lane and would merge onto FM 1472 southbound traffic as indicated by the yellow arrows. Northbound FM 1472 traffic would stop at the traffic signal as indicated by the black arrows. The conflict points for the proposed intersection would remain the same, but the new intersection design is anticipated to reduce overall intersection delay approximately 45% during the peak traffic periods. Shown here is the proposed median U-turn intersection at Kalam Industrial Boulevard, Riverbank Drive, and FM 1472. The proposed design consists of one main signalized intersection at Kalam Industrial Boulevard and two median crossovers to the north and south. Traffic continuing straight or turning right would be able to proceed as usual. All left turns would be completed by making U-turns at one of the median crossovers. Drivers on FM 1472 northbound wanting to turn left onto Riverbank Drive would continue straight through the intersection, then make a U-turn at the northern median crossover to turn right onto Riverbank Drive. See path indicated by the white arrows. Drivers on FM 1472 southbound wanting to turn left onto Kalam Industrial Boulevard would continue straight through the intersection, then make a U-turn at the southern median crossover to turn right onto Kalam Industrial Boulevard. See path indicated by the orange arrows. Additionally, drivers on Kalam Industrial Boulevard wanting to turn left onto FM 1472 southbound would turn right onto FM 1472 north. Drivers would then make a U-turn at the northern median crossover and continue straight through the intersection, see path indicated by the white arrows. Drivers on Riverbank Drive wanting to turn left onto FM 1472 northbound would turn right on FM 1472 south. Then drivers would make a U-turn at the southern median crossover and continue straight through the intersection, see path indicated by the orange arrows. The openings in the medians are designed with loons, additional pavement to provide adequate turning space for vehicles. Conflict points at this intersection would be reduced from an existing 32 to a proposed 16 points. The proposed intersection design is anticipated to reduce overall intersection delay anywhere from 64% to 69% during the peak traffic periods. Shown here is the proposed restricted crossing U-turn intersection at Inter-America Boulevard and FM 1472. The proposed intersection design restricts through and left turn traffic movements from Inter-America Boulevard onto FM 1472 at the main intersection, but provides for these movements through a median crossing to the south of the proposed intersection as indicated by the white U-turn arrow. The northbound traffic would be able to either turn left, as shown by the yellow arrows, or continue straight at the main intersection, as shown by the white arrows. FM 1472 southbound traffic would operate as it would today. Conflict points at this intersection would be reduced from an existing 9 points to a proposed 8 points. The new intersection design is anticipated to reduce overall intersection delay anywhere from 12% to 16% during the peak traffic periods. An additional portion of the proposed intersection is shown for display purposes as it is currently platted for construction by a private developer. Shown here is the proposed restricted crossing U-turn intersection at AF Moeller Boulevard and FM 1472. The proposed intersection design restricts through and left turn movements from the cross streets. Traffic would turn right from the cross streets and utilize the median crossovers to the north, as indicated by the white arrows, and south, as indicated by the yellow arrows, of the main intersection. Through traffic on FM 1472 will operate the same as it is currently. Conflict points at this intersection would be reduced from an existing 32 points to a proposed 8 points. The new intersection design is anticipated to reduce overall intersection delay anywhere from 62% to 87% during the peak traffic periods. Shown here is the proposed restricted crossing U-turn intersection at Trade Center Boulevard and FM 1472. All traffic on Trade Center Boulevard would turn right at the FM 1472 intersection. Traffic wanting to travel northbound on FM 1472 would use southern median crossing as indicated by the yellow arrows. Traffic on FM 1472 northbound wanting to turn left would be controlled by a traffic signal, but the northbound through traffic would not be controlled by a traffic signal at this intersection as indicated by the white arrows. Southbound traffic on FM 1472 would operate in the same manner as it does today. Conflict points at this intersection would be reduced from an existing 9 points to a proposed 8 points. The new intersection design is anticipated to reduce overall intersection delay anywhere from 32% to 53% during the peak traffic periods. Shown here is the proposed restricted crossing U-turn intersection at Pan American Boulevard and FM 1472. Traffic on Pan American Boulevard would be restricted to a right turn only onto FM 1472 southbound, and then users would be required to travel southbound to Trade Center Boulevard to utilize the restricted crossing U-turn as shown on the previous slide. All traffic on Pan American Boulevard would turn right at the FM 1472 intersection. Traffic wanting to travel northbound on FM 1472 would then use the median crossover to the south of Trade Center Boulevard as shown on the previous slide. Southbound traffic on FM 1472 would operate in the same manner as it does today. FM 1472 northbound left-turning traffic would be controlled by a traffic signal, but northbound through traffic would not be controlled by a traffic signal, as shown by the white arrows. Conflict points at this intersection would be reduced from an existing 9 points to a proposed 4 points. The new intersection design is anticipated to reduce overall intersection delay anywhere from 34% to 57% during the peak traffic periods. Access to FM 1472 northbound would be restricted from Wolf Creek Drive. Wolf Creek Drive traffic would not be able to access the proposed U-turn as there would be a raised curb for the U-turn lane. Due to safety concerns of traffic exiting the Wolf Creek subdivision, the existing northbound left turn lane onto Wolf Creek Drive would be removed. The removal of the existing left turn lane for northbound FM 1472 would continue straight through the intersection, then make a U-turn at the median crossover to turn right onto Wolf Creek Drive as indicated by the yellow arrows. The proposed changes would eliminate 4 conflict points on the southbound lanes of FM 1472. The project has an anticipated construction cost of $4.5 million and a total project cost of $5.2 million. Construction is anticipated to begin in 2022 and anticipated to end in 2024. The environmental review, consultation, and other actions required by applicable federal environmental laws for this project are being or have been carried out by TxDOT pursuant to 23 U.S.C. 327 and a Memorandum of Understanding dated December 9, 2019, and executed by FHWA and TxDOT. All proposed work being considered in this study is within existing TxDOT-owned right-of-way. Archaeology and historical resources were evaluated for the proposed project. It was determined that the proposed project would have no impact on either resource. Biological resources were also evaluated for the proposed project. It is anticipated that there would be no significant biological impacts. No water resources, protected lands, or refuges were found within the project area. Due to the nature of the proposed project, the following environmental subject areas were not applicable to the project and were not evaluated: air quality, traffic noise, community impacts, and hazardous materials. TxDOT is committed to continuing our efforts to gain public feedback about this project. We understand this virtual public meeting format is a bit different, so let's take a few minutes and explain the comment process, which is the most important part of this video. Given our current COVID-19 situation, the Laredo District is asking the public to provide their comments in the following ways. You can email your comments to denise.garza@txdot.gov. You may call Denise Garza at 957-712-7417 during regular business hours. You can download a comment form from www.txdot.gov and mail your comments to Texas Department of Transportation, attention Denise Garza, P.E., 1817 Bob Bullock Loop, Laredo, Texas 78043. While comments are always welcome, they must be received on or before Wednesday, April 21, 2021, to be included in the official meeting documentation. The public may call project staff at 956-712-7417 during regular office hours or email project staff at any time in the project development process with additional questions or comments. Thank you for attending the FM 1472 virtual public meeting. Please remember to submit your comments by Wednesday, April 21, 2021.